Hey, we're Saints. Father Chris here. Welcome to our Crucifixional live stream. Glad to have you beautiful people with us. We are winding down in Father's Week. We've been talking about fathers and how it is a a lost breed, right? Fathers are definitely disappearing more and more tragically in our lives, and so it's incumbent upon us as warrior saints to become the very best fathers that we can be. Now, a couple of days ago, we talked about this great show called Vikings, which is the adventures and the exploits of Ragnar Lothbrok. I mean, I love this TV show. If you haven't watched it, you should. Be advised. PSA, it's graphic, right? Bloody and all that, but it's amazing. And Ragnar, the main character in the very opening episode of the very first season, talks to his son about the responsibilities of a man. And he says, number one, a man, a father, is supposed to fight, to conquer and preserve, to go out and make his earn his keep, his living. And number two, he looks after his family. Right. One of the most important, if not the most important responsibility of a father is to provide, but to look after and take care of his family. And that does mean provision, a home, clothing, food, shelter, fighting off wild beasts and enemies and all. Absolutely. But I like really what makes me so hot about being a father, and I say hot, this didn't come out, but I'm high on it. I love being a father. I'm hot on it because I get to teach my children, right? Like, thank God, everyone in my parish takes care of me. I can put bread on my table. I have a table. It's awesome. And I love it. And if I didn't, that would be my first priority. But really what lights me up is to teach my children, to help raise them to become the very best, and my girls, man, ferocious, exceptional human beings, right? And this comes not from me. This responsibility is not, because Father Chris is some smart dude. God just threw it at us and said, hey, fathers, go get some. Proverbs chapter 22, he tells us the following, and you probably all know this one. Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he's old, he won't depart from it. Give him a foundation. Teach him the gospel. Teach the children how to live, right? I mean, I believe they are the future. And so therefore, you have to teach them. You have to lay a foundation that they can stand firmly upon. So when the chaos of their world comes at them, they're standing on rocks, baby. Ain't no, big bad wolf gonna huff and puff and blow their little straw house down. They're built on the rock. But that means you have to teach them. It is your responsibility as a father to train your children, to teach them. You cannot, look, someone is going to teach your children. It's either going to be you or it's going to be TikTok, right? Now, I watch my girls. They have their phones. They're teenagers now, and, I can't hide it and fight from it anymore. But they watch TikTok all the time, right? Instagram, all that stuff, whatever it is their socials that they're into. I can't prevent that stuff. I can't prevent what they're going to see. I mean, I can take their phones, but they'll look at someone else's. But I am not worried about that. That doesn't bother me because I have laid a foundation for my children. I've done my best to train them to be ferocious warrior saints. And you know what? Forgive me for bragging a little bit. They're unbelievable, right? My girls, I mean, they're amazing human beings. Most of that's probably due to their mother, but I did my part. However small you want to say it is, I done did it. And they are amazing. When I say this is because as many of you fellas out there who are watching, and maybe even some of our gals, as we think about parenthood, it's like I said, it lights me up, but it's also hard work. Right, there are moments where they want to push your limits, but there are also moments where, and it happened to me. I don't know what the hell to do. I mean, I don't know. My father died when I was 7. Right, he was killed in a car accident by a drunk driver. I didn't have a father to raise me. I had a lot of great male figures in my life, that helped, mentor me along the way. But it's not like having a father, and so I had to struggle through that. So then when I became a father, I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I made a lot of mistakes and figured it out as we went. I want to take all of that and give it to you. I want to help you become the very best fathers that you can be. Not because I'm exceptional. Not because I discovered some new system or plan. I just follow God's word and do it. And you know what? By gosh, it works. If you want that, there it is. warriorsaints.org. Visit. Become a warrior saint. Look, dude, you are, as Ragnar said, supposed to be a man. And a man does two things. He fights to conquer and preserve, to earn his living, to produce fruit. And he looks after his family. If you struggle with it, or even if you don't struggle but you want to get better, let us help you. We're in the grind with you, warriorsaints.org, and get on the way of the warrior saint. We love you. We're going to be back tomorrow to talk about the true father and how we should seek his wisdom and his instruction. As always, keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.